ready, we about to be rich, baby.
Nah, cause who the fuck ducking the static? I be in the trap to an automatic. You said you little bitch, I can have it. That hit the hoe up, you know I'm her favorite bad habit. Fuck with me and this shit gon' get tragic. Just like your man, got caught up in traffic. Play with Ace and this shit gon' be graphic.
Hey, you know that my niggas be jumping, I'm finna go put a fuck boy in the ground. I gotta re-up in the pack, so I'm getting this shit, bitch, I'm getting the pounds. I'ma stay with the chopper, little niggas, so I'm finna stand up for a couple of rounds. We be up in the night, so my niggas be hunting like we is a couple of hounds.
Hey, leave his face on the news. Now his mama crying, thought bro was tripping. Now his mama really feeling the blues. Got my gloves on, so you know I ain't leaving no clues. You say a bitch loyal, but she asking me what's the move. So many
Yo, what it is, you already know it's Bloodysaintt up in the building, man, the one and only. Man, big ace shit, all 2022, man, you know how we coming in, man. But nah, yeah, you know, I'm from the Bronx. I didn't have the best upbringing up there, you know. I was up there with my mom, my grandparents, always teaching me some shit every day, feel me? My grandma, I couldn't speak to her unless I spoke Spanish for real, so you already know that's how I became bilingual real fast. Hopefully soon y'all see a little Spanish song from me, feel me? You never know. I'm grateful for my mom for real. She put me on this earth, she really did everything for me. Without her, it really wouldn't be me. Honestly, she came from Peru, she was born there. She came here like at a young age, she had me young. And I'm grateful that she kept me and she was doing everything. She had like 2 jobs working, trying to, you know, work for me. Now I'm grateful that, like, you know, she could do more stuff, you know. She took me to Orlando, to Disney on my birthday. I think I was turning like either 1, 2, and she put me on the Power Rangers float. Oh wait, whenever Power Rangers came out, don't quote me, but whenever Power Rangers came out, she had brought me onto the little Power Rangers float because Power Rangers was my favorite thing at the time. I don't know why, feel me? I just love watching them niggas whoop ass and shit. That shit was funny as hell to me. But no, my mama, she got me right. She put me right up on the float with them. All the Power Rangers that were there taking pictures that day, they were all taking pictures with me. Had me right in the middle of the float. I don't know if I can find it, but if I can find it, I'm gonna pull up the picture of me on the float with all 6 Power Rangers at the Disney float. And they was just like, it was treating me like I was one of them. That shit just felt different. That was the one moment, like, that was the first time I realized my mama could do anything for real, like, for me. And I'm grateful for that. I ain't gonna lie, moving to Florida was different. It was my first time coming here, like from New York to Florida. It was okay. It was very hot, you feel me? I was not used to the heat, fam. Shit was way too hot. I moved here around like 8th grade, 7th grade, 9th grade, you know, around there, you feel me? But I caught on pretty quick to the lingo and shit, you feel me? Everybody was over here talking shit. I had to catch up. Man, I remember catching fades around the block and shit. So it was fun to me, you feel me? Ain't nobody beat me though. I didn't know that shit. But nah, what you call it? Came up, first place I moved to, man, it was some place up in Lauderhill, bro, in front of some elementary school with triangles and shit. Like, all I can remember, it was an apartment complex with a pool and shit. And in front of it was a school with triangles and shit. I didn't even know nothing about that hoe. But like, we was staying there for like a year, and we moved into a crib on 86th Street. Feel me? Matter of fact, shout out 86 Millie, feel me? My dog, my son, feel me? But nah, we got some more songs coming out soon together, hopefully. Y'all already know. Living on 86th Street, that shit was different. I remember being legit to shit. I remember nights we was playing Manhunt and shit, late as fuck. My dog Jason, shit, he was always seeking. Nigga could always find us, I don't know how. We was always up in the church and shit. Other than him, ain't nobody else could find us. Like, if we was hiding, we was hidden, you feel me? That's how we got to know the whole block. Other than that, then we moved to the dirty. North Lottie was sick as fuck, you feel me? That's where I met mad people, you feel me? Like Mupp and shit, we was making music. I got a song coming out with Mupp too, you feel me? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Couple first of the people I met here was Campbell 2 times, 86 Millie, you feel me? Them boys, knew them boys since I came here for real. What's the name? Man, shout out Death Rose, my evil twin. That's the nigga that got me into making music for real. That boy was like telling me, actually nah, we made our first song together in a hot box, you feel me? That shit was so, like, it was crazy. It was him. He came up to me, he was telling me this song he wrote. And I was like, yo, that shit's insane. We found out some little Yachty beat. And then we had my homeboy in the backseat of my Mustang just recording us rap. That shit was like one of my best nights for real. It was just faded as fuck, like 3 in the morning making music. I don't know if I still got that song, but shit, if I ever drop that hoe, y'all boys get to hear that. It was a banger for our first song. And for it just being freestyles and shit, it's just crazy. Most def. When I started school, I came first to Glades, Core Glades High School. Man, I remember that shit was boring as fuck my first couple days, man. They had me in JLTC, like, first period, bro. I remember there was this white boy, I beat his ass. He was the JLTC commander, whatever, fam. Like, the teacher, the nigga under the teacher, the nigga that pretends to be the teacher, Nigga came up to me one time, we was in that little, you gotta go outside and run laps. Now, I'm a big boy, I know that. Y'all don't gotta say nothing about that. But I can run, you feel me? I was doing my laps. Nah, but this little white boy not gonna sit there and call me, like, he was calling me a monk, calling me a nigga type shit. So I walked up to him, I was like, fam, call me that shit again, I'm gonna smack you in your mouth. Cole like, but you're not gonna do shit, pull the teacher right there. I don't give a fuck about that teacher, this bald ass nigga go watch me smack you, wool. So then I go and do another lap, he like, oh, you see, you're not doing shit. I walk up to him, there was a pole, because it was outside by, where the parking lot, teacher parking lot at? It was a pole. If y'all go to Glades and y'all see the first pole by the entrance, there is a dent in it. That's cause of me, fam. I'll punch that hoe before I punch that nigga. Next thing I know, the nigga's like, oh, I punch that shit. He see, oh, you getting mad? You really looking like a gorilla. Bow, dead in his mouth, cuz that nigga went to the floor. I see security right there on a cart. I'm already knowing. Well, I hopped up on the cart, nigga took me straight. I was like, well, nigga called me a nigga. Ain't no way. Got suspended. Straight. I got kicked out of that school though, cause one time I got into a really bad fight and they had found me with some carts and shit in my backpack. I was hustling and shit. Damn. I mean, I got kicked out cause this one kid, he had said I bought 50 from him for a cart. I was like, he gave me $50. He thought I was a drug dealer. I'm not no drug dealer, fam. And they're like, oh, then what's this? All right, whatever. Y'all caught me, sent me to a different school, man. I think I went to Vela after that shit. Vela, bruh, honestly, I only went to Vela for a little bit because I went to that little OCLC program shit. That shit was boring as fuck, so I used to duck off every day. That little portable shit, you know what I'm talking about? They switched me from the AM classes to the PM classes. I just remember I could never go, fam. That shit was boring. And there was no hoes there, bro. Like, what the fuck you want me to do in a room full of niggas, Will? Like, fuck that shit, man. Man, shit, I ain't gonna lie, I went to Springs before I went to Vela. At Springs, I remember meeting all these niggas. Man, shout out my nigga Z. My top spade, one of my top spades. Y'all already know Big A shit. But nah, I also went to Piper and shit for a little bit, though. That shit was gay, boring as fuck. Niggas was always copping though, you feel me? As long as wherever the motion was, that's where I was for real, man. But I just kept getting kicked out for dumb shit. Niggas kept trying me, fam. It is what it is. We can really handle shit. That's how I'm living, man. Growing up, my mama had me singing all types of Spanish music, but like preferably she had me singing Parchís, Menudo. Her favorite type of music though, like her favorite artist was Luis Miguel. I swear for like the longest, my mom was claiming that nigga was my father, bruh. Like, she used to tell me, go to the TV and say what's up to your dad. I'm like, oh, that's not my dad, cuz. But she always had me singing. And I remember one time for her birthday, I think it was like one of her birthdays, she had me in the bottom, it was a surprise party. And my grandma had me in the bottom of the stage, like bottom of the basement. Everybody, she was gonna walk down the stairs, everybody was there. But they had me singing like one of these songs, like her favorite song that I could sing in Spanish. It was one by Menudo. It was called, Las 6:30. It goes some shit like that. I don't remember the title, but you know what it is. She had me singing that. It was a slow Spanish song. Had me singing it while she was coming down the stairs. And I swear that was the first time that I saw my mom cry, like happy, like, she was walking down the stairs. She was watching me singing shit. She was happy. Like, honestly, if I could take her back to that one moment where she was happy, crying tears, like happy tears, I would give anything to see her like that again.
Since a little J, I've been with her shit. Took a little hoe, now she wanna have all my kids. Who took a little pat, now I'm smoking on that shit. Riding around Broward with this 40 clip. Talk to me nice before I unload this shit.